Hi, this is Scott Siskin. I'm the president of First Republic Mortgage Bankers. When you need a mortgage, call First Republic Mortgage Bankers and deal direct. Eliminate the middleman. No mortgage broker fees. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on your high-rate mortgage and your credit cards. You can save every single month by refinancing. You personally can save every month by locking in the lowest rates in over 30 years. And we make house calls to the entire tri-state area 7 days a week. Call 718-380-0006 if you're buying a home or you want to refinance your home. 718-380-0006.
I wasn't going to put him on. The president of First Republic Mortgage Bankers, that is. I was not going to put him on. You want to tell him why we weren't going to put you on, man? But you took care of it. You want to tell him why?
Well, because unfortunately, I ran out of Pepsi. Diet Pepsi, to be precise.
Yes, Diet Pepsi. That's what we drink in the studios. Now, we're on Plush TV. We're on Link Up Radio, folks. If you're watching Plush TV right now, I will say this to you. You need to call First Republic Mortgage Bankers directly. We're a lot more focused even now, okay? The number to call First Republic Mortgage Bankers at is 718-380-0006. That's 1-800-QUICK-LOAN or 718-380-0006. Before we give out the lines for the folks who are listening on the radio to call, I would like to ask Scott Siskin, can you tell me some of the loan officers who are at First Republic Mortgage Bankers, who work at First Republic Mortgage Bankers, that they will be speaking to when they do call there?
Oh, sure. You're going to be talking to people like Tony, the mortgage doctor, Chris, the credit doctor. You're going to be speaking to John Fahim, and you're also speaking to Shazim, who I've dubbed the refi doctor.
Yeah.
And
you have.
Sandra, and Sukraj, and, I can't think of any others, but there are others.
Okay, before we talk a little bit about some mortgages, let me ask you something. There are a lot of things that's happening in and around our communities, okay, that Link Up Media is involved with. Didn't you and I cut a deal and we said, Squeeze, no extras, I'm with you with everything that you're doing. Is that true or is it not true, sir?
Sure.
Okay. So everything that we're doing, folks, I would like to let you know that I'm backed by a bank, First Republic Mortgage Bankers. Okay, and we got to say thanks to each and every one who showed up for the live broadcast at Golden Crust Bakery. Okay, got to say thanks to Mr. Lowell Hawthorne. Okay, also want to say thanks to the Jamaica Consulate. And we did a special broadcast this past Saturday in raising funds to help the folks who have been stricken by Hurricane Dean down in Jamaica. So if and when you see Scott Siskin, tell him thanks. He's also a part of that, all right? So make sure you see him and say thanks. Got to also say thanks to all of our other clients. But right now we have Scott Siskin in the building. Now a lot of folks ask me this, Scott. You know, I'm segueing into something. A lot of folks ask me that. Squeeze, why is it that mortgage financing and real estate is so important to our listeners, so important to people out there? Why is it that we do so much of it on radio?
Well, it's the way people build wealth. By buying real estate, by being able to get a loan, up to, let's say, 97%, for example, or 100% if you do Nehemiah programs, and we do have 100% programs still available. And then slowly it can rise. I mean, certain times it will jump up. But if you look over, 20 years, 30 years, you'll see real estate has done better than any other investment in real estate. And when you take into account how much you put in money and how much your leverage is, it's amazing. So if you put $30,000 into buying a house, let's say, and it goes up 10 years later, it goes up by $300,000. What have you done to your money? Tenfold. Right? Because it's the leveraging that makes it so powerful.
Right.
And we can help so many people who are listening right now. I mean, we have to talk to those people, our tenants. 4 out of 10 of them can fire their landlords. We can still give you no money down loans. You call us right now in the studio, 718-325-5555. Speak to John Fahim. Yes, yes, we do have no money down. No matter what you hear, we still have no money down programs.
Hold on, Scott. Here's what I'm saying, man. You have to be prepared to back up what it is that you're saying. So I hope you're not lying to me. Okay? You're saying that no money down program exists.
Still exists.
Still exists. And a lot of entities and organizations out there, well, I won't say a lot, I've heard, okay, one specific entity say that it does not exist. But I don't want people to believe them or believe you.
Well, listen, that entity.
I want them to. I want people to call a loan officer and find out how a no money down program is structured. And here's what I want to say. I met up with someone recently, okay, that is in the industry. And don't feel bad about this, man, okay? It is a competitor, okay? I met up with a competitor recently, okay, because Scott, yeah, you're my best friend when it comes to quite a few things around here, man. Got to tell Brad that, and I got to tell People's Choice that, and I got to tell all my friends that. But here's what I met up with an entity, and I was telling people early on today, and big entity, much bigger than First Republic Mortgage Bankers, and I was saying, you know, I'm a little bit confused because I'm hearing folks speak resoundingly about that no money down programs don't exist. The guy said to me, I mean, this is someone that is super big. When I say super big, okay, they own a huge bank. They live in my community. They said, listen, there's several no money down programs out there. And the individual said that he's quite sure that his employees closed at least 70 something of them the day before him and I was speaking. That's how big the entity is. So I'm saying, so why would people say that there's no money down program? And he says he has absolutely no idea. He said loans can be structured in so many different ways, okay? He said it's all about understanding the industry. You even mentioned one to me the other day that you said you're going to be talking about very soon. I think it's called a reverse mortgage, but we're going to be talking about that, right?
Yeah, reverse mortgage is something we'll be talking about. But you know, right now we really have to focus in on credit secure. Mm-hmm. I mean, FHA secure.
FHA secure.
I mean, 100% financing. Yes, we do it, and other large, institutions. The key is that we are Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac seller servicers, in addition to being able to do FHA, VA, and Sonny Mae programs that are available. So there's no money down programs underneath what's called My Community, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, that we can access directly, and most mortgage brokers can't. And they certainly can't touch FHA secure. And we have to talk about that because the president announced it, it's being implemented. We are part of the initiative to help homeowners, bring relief to homeowners who maybe could not have refinanced before at all, and maybe could have refinanced at some ridiculous rate. If you're listening to me right now, even if you're as much as 90 days down on your mortgage, we may be able to help you with FHA Secure. You know, it's so funny because so many programs are getting so restrictive. You know, credit scores are going up, this and that and the other thing. And the FHA program is probably the only program, and Sonny Mae, the only programs that are getting more liberal. So if you're listening right now and you're a homeowner, if you're in one of those adjustables and you just shot up like the person I spoke to earlier today on the Winner's Circle, give us a call, 718-325-5555. Speak to John Fahim.
Is this just to you know, I couldn't help but hearing early on today on the program that comes on after me, and the broadcaster Gary saying to someone that and saying general to the general public that if anyone's going out there to get into the real estate industry right now, they should go with a federally backed bank. Is that true?
You know, I've been talking about the federally backed programs for a long time. I mean, I'm not going to say that we have an exclusivity on it. However, any mortgage broker does not have it, and very few mortgage bankers have it, and very few mortgage bankers have it in conjunction with Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac approvals. That's what gives us the ability to do more things than other people can do. And, you know, when you're talking about a rinky-dink, bozo, mortgage broker who has to go into some other business and is talking about that other business 90% of the time, this is a person that I heard, okay, and I'm not saying anyone's name, who said, I'm a subprime kind of guy. Not, maybe about 6 months ago, 7 months ago, 8 months ago, because there's no PMI. And there's nothing more ridiculous than that. And subprime, well, that's great that he was a subprime kind of guy, but bottom line is now subprime is burst.
You know what? I'm very happy that you're responding to that because I can't respond to that. I don't know enough about the mortgage industry. But what exactly is PMI?
PMI is private mortgage insurance. Anytime that you go above 80% on a first mortgage, you're going to have private mortgage insurance. In